Welcome to the PK Sportscast. I'm your host, John, aka that PK boy. I got Caleb Crow with me and Matthew Marengo. How's it going, guys?
All right, how we doing?
We are doing great.
And I'm man with a plan, by the way.
Man with a plan. And then that dude Mango down there.
Hey, yes, sir. Yes, sir. They're going to be making you look like fools with these picks this year.
For sure. Man, just to let you guys know, obviously we're new to podcasting. I've been hanging out with these guys since, 10, 15 years ago.
Oh, at least.
So we've always been big into sports and always wanted to do something like this. So we're just doing it, man. We went ahead and did all of the predictions for 272 games of the NFL. And we got a game that we're going to roll through this season and hope you guys enjoy watching it as much as we enjoy doing it. But I'm going to go ahead and let Caleb get started on his, man. What are your highlights and favorite things about your journey through that season?
Man, okay. So can I just say that, like, I have absolutely no faith in Houston, the Jets. Like, they're both. If they win 2 games, I'm gonna be amazed. Like, they're garbage, man. I'm sorry. What can I say?
Man, let me say this real quick before we get too far into this. I just need everyone to know on this too early prediction that we're doing. Just remember, we kind of went with a rule because we wanted to get this done before too long, and we decided to do the season as if Deshaun does not play any snaps.
Good point.
So, couple days after we do the season, of course, they say 6-game suspension. As of right now, it's being appealed. I won't get too far into that at this very moment, but just
the only thing I will add to that. Oh, my bad. The only thing I will add to that is it's going to be longer than 6 games. That's all I'll say.
Hey, whatever they end up doing, just remember when you see my record for Cleveland, that's no Deshaun. No Baker, none of that. So maybe even, I don't know. We won't get too far into this either, but I did notice they said Kareem Hunt asked for a trade, and they said nah.
Man.
We made bad decisions this offseason. We're good on that one.
Seattle is out here trying to tank, and I have them winning more games than Cleveland.
Oh, man. All right, let me just break these rules down before we get too far into this, man. So, 272 games in the regular season. All 3 of us went through every individual game. We picked every winning team, the score. So what we're going to do is every single game is worth 1 point. Only one person can get a point from that game. So if we all pick Kansas City to win a game, it's going to come down to the point predictions that we had and who's within the closest range. They get the point for that game. So at the end of the season, we're going to tally up who has the most points here, and winner's going to get $100 from each of the other 2 contestants here, and they also have to buy the trophy. So
Dubs.
It's going to look great back here. But anyways, one last thing I got to say. If you guess an exact score in there, it is worth 5 points. So you can get a little catch-up in there if you guess some exact scores. But anyways, which one of you guys wants to go first, man? Go ahead and talk about what you guys got on your schedule.
I mean, I'll hop in. I mean, leading it off, man, I gotta go ahead and start with my boys. I mean, Kansas City. I mean, we're gonna run through the AFC West. I know we got a lot of good quarterbacks running in there, but man, I don't really see them doing too much to us. And I mean, 15-2, I got us rolling through the season. I mean, we take a couple tough L's, man. We take a couple tough L's early. I don't think we're gonna struggle a little bit with Indianapolis and Tampa Bay. Now, we're talking about the West right now. There's a lot of hype in Denver. Russell going out there too. Going into a new system, rookie head coach. I don't really see him finishing that well, man. I think it's a run between the Chargers and the Chiefs. And I think the Chiefs are going to take it, my guy. I mean, it's going to be 15-2 season. I think we're running through the AFC West, no problem.
Hey, man, I am a Chiefs fan, but man, 15-2.
Hey, man.
All right. One question I have, I guess, with 15-2 season, is that like 15-1, and then we sit the last week, or like,
Oh,
like
Right,
no.
that's what I was going to ask. Who is
No,
it? Like,
I told you, man. We're struggling a little bit early. You know, we got a tough schedule going into the beginning of this. We got what week is?
we take both L's first?
No. It's not the first 2 weeks, but we face Indianapolis and Tampa Bay pretty early. Back-to-back L's. I believe it's 3 and 4. Yep. Yeah, look like week 3 and 4 over here. We go and play Indianapolis, and then we play Tampa Bay. It's rough couple weeks, but then, you know, we're coming back and we're going to play Vegas, and we're playing them at home. You know, the Raiders like to do victory laps around our stadium, and, you know, we take that personal. So we don't let them win against us no more.
I was going to say, what happened after that? Hey,
we beat that ass.
What happened after that? What happened after that?
It got pretty bad after that. I can't lie. Man, I'll tell you guys what. As far as the AFC West is concerned, I agree. I think the Chiefs will take it, but I don't think it's going to be quite as victorious as you had yours.
No.
As much as I wish it was. I've got Kansas City coming out 12-5. They still win the division. You know, I got Denver and Vegas actually rolling in at 10-7 each, and 9-8 for the Chargers. I mean, you know, everybody's really within a couple games, but you know, I think Denver starts off hot and then just hits a really hard midpoint of the season unless they start really catching stride. I don't know if it's going to work. And also, they just lost 2 dudes in one day to ACLs. I don't think that helps. So I think the Chargers, as much as they always look fierce, I mean, those same Raiders you just said that we beat the snot out of, they couldn't even beat them to get into the playoffs last year. I feel like the last 10 years of my life, I've been thinking the Chargers are the team to beat, and they always choke at the very end, man. I don't know what it is. It's hard for me to put them in there. But honestly, I don't have anyone else in the West making the playoffs but the Chiefs.
I'll see. I got the Chargers taking a wild card spot.
Okay. We'll get into that, though. Caleb, what do you think for the West? And after that, we'll get into our overall standings.
So mine isn't quite as crazy as Mango over there, but I mean it's still up there. I got them at 14-3. You know, we're all Chiefs fans here. I think looking at that again, like looking at it again though, I'm just like I don't know. You know what? I'm gonna keep with it though. I can't change it. It's already too late. It's submitted. I will say I think I'm gonna kind of piggyback off you. I think Denver's gonna start off hot. They have, the easiest 2 weeks maybe out of anybody. They play Seattle and then they play Houston. Like so, so I mean, like that's especially week 2. That's self-explanatory right there.
Listen, Denver's got all the talent in the world, man. I just don't think they put it together.
And you know what? Russell may come out and he may ball. Like we don't know. We don't. So,
I think 10-7. I think 10-7 for Denver is balling out.
I got Denver finishing at 10-7. I think the Chargers. I don't know. I think I had them going 8-9. I'm kind of thinking maybe like looking back on it. The Chargers, I have them at 8-9 for the season. Yeah.
Wow.
So
okay.
I'm not sold. And you know what? I'm gonna make a lot of people mad by saying that. Maybe. Sorry. Like and if you're a Raider, you don't even want to know. If you're a Raider fan, you don't want to know what. Okay, you know what? Forget it. 4-13. Sorry.
Damn.
Sorry. 4-13. Sorry. No. Sorry. We'll see.
Man.
We'll see y'all at Arrowhead West. It's just Sorry.
No faith in the Derek Carr, Devontae Adams marriage. Huh?
No.
Oh my god.
No.
Oh, man, there's so much hype behind it, though.
Moment of silence. Ooh.
Hey, but you know what?
No.
I need to take a drink from that.
You know what, man? I ain't
Raiders?
much better with the Raiders. I got them coming in at 7-10. Spending a whole lot of money to lose that division.
Ooh.
Spending a whole lot of money to lose that division.
Man, that's rough. What did you say you had Denver at?
Me? I got Denver at 7-10 also, man. Got them tying for last place with the Raiders.
That's tough.
7-10 for Denver?
Man,
Really
I like
believe
Russ.
in
I like
putting it
Russ a
together.
lot. I think he's great. And they, like I said, they got a lot of talent. But going into a new system, rookie head coach, I think they're going to struggle for a little bit. Watch them next year. I think the end of this season, into next year, good team. Fighting for second place. Just Casey all the way, baby.
Okay.
All right, man.
Okay.
Well, let's dive into the playoff picture here. Marengo, you've piqued my interest. Let's go ahead and start with you, man. Let's pull his graphic up real quick.
Well, I mean, obviously, you guys already know who's coming out of the West. It's Kansas City, man. You know, we got that number 1 seed locked up.
Yeah, cool.
Right.
According to you, we got that.
Number 2, man. I think Josh Allen. He's hungry. He's getting in the playoffs, winning that division. They're coming in at number 2. Maybe a surprise for some people, not for me, because, man, that game is just mean. Indianapolis is going to take that division easy. They're coming in at number 3. And I had it pretty close, man. I had it pretty close between Baltimore and Cincinnati, but I think Lamar and Baltimore, they finally get it done. They win that division. They're rolling into the playoffs. Now, here's where it gets a little bit of fun. First wild card spot. You got the Chargers coming in. It's a lot of fun. You know, Tennessee. And number 5.
Oh.
They're the number 5.
What overall?
Let's go back to that graph.
What's the record?
The Chargers were 13-4. Got the first wild card spot. Yeah. Sir. Yes, sir. Then we got Tennessee. Tennessee's rolling in at 12-5. But, you know, you can't leave them out. Jamar Chase is nasty. Joe Burrow's that guy. Cincinnati got the number 7. They got the last wild card spot. Amen. So, I mean, we're rolling into the first week of the playoffs. You know, Kansas City got that bye. I'm going to keep harping on it, man.
Okay.
You know, Patty Mahomes going to get it done
bad
for us. But first game, we got Buffalo and Cincinnati. Got Indianapolis and Tennessee, and Baltimore and LAC. And I'm just going to leave it right there. I'm not even going to roll into scores yet because I'm going to talk a whole lot. But I want to see what Caleb is looking like, man. I got to see what his AFC picture is looking like. I see him laughing over there.
I'm looking at it now, and I'm kind of having flashbacks, man. I'm thinking about this entire time when we're doing this.
Oh man,
my 2-7 game. I'm kind of wanting to do the same thing Marengo's doing here. My 2-7 game, I have the Colts and the Dolphins now. If I think we kind of know if that were to ever happen, we know what's going to happen with that game. We don't. Hey, just saying, there's a chance. I think, but I got a close one. I won't say scores just yet. I got a close one. My 3-6 is Buffalo and Baltimore. I think offensively, that's gonna be a nasty game, man. If that matchup were to happen, I would love to see that matchup. My 4-5, I don't think that's really all that shocking. I got Cincinnati and Tennessee. I'm really hoping Tennessee, if that were to be a matchup, I really want to see Tennessee come out of that. I can't stand Cincinnati. Sorry about you. Can't stand them.
I got faith in Derrick Henry.
Nothing really too exciting. That's really what I have at the
Y'all
moment.
got a lot
John,
of faith in Tennessee, man, but I'll get to that later.
Okay. No. We're going to get to that later.
I mean, you got them today, so let's roll into your picture. Let's see what you got.
Got faith in Derrick Henry.
Right. You straight? Anything else you want to add to that AFC picture?
There's really nothing. I mean, no, mine's really. Yeah, let's what you got?
All right. So let's go ahead and roll in. Of course, you know, taking the bye. This one was really tough for me. I think I'm going to stir a lot of feathers. I think I'm either going to have an amazing season or I'm going to get roasted all season based on this. But number one, I got Indianapolis coming out, man, and it's crazy. I don't even care for Indianapolis like that, but just they look like they got an easy schedule, man. I got them going 14-3. They landslide that division. Number two, I've got Buffalo coming in. That's pretty obvious one, man. It was between them or Indy that I was going to have going number one after I finished the season up. But I had Buffalo 13-4. Kansas City coming in third seed, 12-5, winning that division. Baltimore taking the North barely in a really close matchup with Cincinnati, who's going to take the 5.
You,
What you got?
I was just saying you might be the only person outside of the state of Indiana that has them at number one.
Hey man, listen. Jonathan Taylor's a beast. I maybe got some faith in Matt Ryan. So last year, I wish I had a podcast for this. I guessed the Rams to go. I had them losing to Buffalo. But I had them going because they got Matt Stafford, and it actually happened. I've got faith. I think Matt Ryan and Jonathan Taylor could do some damage. We'll see, though. Phillip Rivers couldn't do it, so I don't know. Anyways, 6th seed. I've got Miami coming in, man. I think that they've got a really interesting looking team. They've added to their running back core a lot. I think if their defense can keep them in games, I think that they'll be a real threat, but it's going to really rely on that defense. If they just lose a bunch of shootouts, it ain't worth anything. So we'll see what happens. And then, 7th seed, I had a 3 10-7 teams. After going through all the tiebreaker rules, I ended up with New England slide into that number 7 spot. It's Belichick. It's still the Patriots. They still made it last year. They're going to make it this year. I think that makes sense. Honorable mentions on that 10-7 that didn't make it: Denver and Vegas. Sorry about you guys. That's honestly just how it ended up being. That has nothing to do with me being a Chiefs fan, even though you might see a lot of. All right. Anyways,
I was gonna say, don't lie, don't lie.
No. Honestly, they all. I went week by week. I didn't know, it just happened that way. They were all 10-7. New England won the tiebreaker, man. So I don't like New England either. So trust me.
What's crazy? What's crazy about Miami is I think because I got them going 11-6, but also on the same token, like you said, they lose a lot of shootouts. There's nothing like they could go 11-6. They could go 6-11. Like. It could be just like that. So they got a very interesting squad. I want to see how they shape out.
I'm still kind of shook that you had New England sneaking into the playoff.
So,
but I guess
let's get into the NFC.
All right. I mean, we can roll into the NFC a little bit. I mean, obviously, there's 2 top teams in the NFC. It's going to be Green Bay and Tampa Bay. I mean, those are the 2 top teams. I mean, Aaron Rodgers, Tom Brady, they're both GOATs. I got them both finishing 14-3. We'll get into who's first, second later on, but they're both rolling through the whole season. Tampa Bay's got a pretty easy schedule anyway. So, but after that, I mean, my favorite pick in the NFC, honestly, is the NFC East, and it's Dallas winning the East and rolling into the playoffs. And man, I tell you, Dallas really pisses me off every year because they have so much talent on that team every year, and they just piss it away every year. But I do win in the division, and they're rolling in at 13-4. Honorable mention in that division, though, is Philly coming in at 10-7. I mean, they get some wins this year. They added some more talent. Got AJ Brown, right? That's who they just picked up in the offseason. Yeah. I see him rolling through. They're gonna do some damage this season. And then coming out of the West, I know everybody got big hype on Arizona. I don't see it, man. I think they're a run-of-the-mill team. I think they're third in their division. They're 9-8, dog. I mean, I don't believe in Kyler. I'm not a believer. Don't listen. I think he's talented. I think he's very talented. I just think he's going to get exposed. I think he's going to get shut down. The one thing he's got going for him is that he's elusive. but he doesn't have the arm Russell's got. He's not Russell Wilson. I'm sorry.
America. This dude, Marengo, just so you guys know, I don't know if it's been 2 years, maybe even only 1 year, was one of the biggest Kyler Murray supporters that I knew. And I'm baffled. I am flabbergasted. I'm bamboozled and hoodwinked at the things that this man is saying.
Listen, I'm not attacking him because I don't like the guy. I'm just I believed him. I believed in him, and through watching him play, I just don't have a whole lot anymore.
In just 2 years, you went from I'm about to pull Stephen A. and walk off the set already. What are you talking about?
Listen, you and Stephen A. You can both come after me, but I'm telling you, they're a run-of-the-mill team. They're going to finish 9-8.
They talked about him and his video game addiction. Marengo jumped ship real quick.
You know, Kyler can't even watch film. So coming out of the West, is the Rams. Coming out of the West is the Rams. Okay. Obviously, got them finishing 13-4. Got a few different teams, picking up the wild cards, and I'm really, really excited to mention this team in Minnesota. The Purple People Eaters are back, man. They are 12-5, picking up this wild card spot. Don't fucking look at me like that, Caleb. Don't at me. I see that face, and you know what? Number 6, just to make you keep that face. San Francisco picking up the 6.
We're talking about the Minnesota Vikings.
Yes, sir.
12-5.
12-5. Hang on, let me say it a little clearer. The Minnesota Vikings will be 12-5.
Hey, man. I don't need to see.
But hang on, let me finish.
Again.
Hey, man, he can gritty wherever he wants, I guess. But number 7, you know what? This will make John happy. This will make Johnny happy. I got Philly coming and picking up the last wild card spot. I think they added enough talent. I think they're good enough this year. I think they're starting to play together. They might not go very far in the playoffs, but I think they get in there. But now that Caleb has shown all of his emotion through my picks, let me see what you got, man. Show me where I messed up.
I can't.
Yes, sir.
He said
apparently New England's going to make the playoffs this year, so anything's possible.
You know what? I'm.
Whoa!
I didn't say that. I
can't wait.
I didn't say that.
Oh man!
I didn't say that. Okay, so I got a couple ones that I think Marengo, you're gonna shake your head at me just like I did you just now. So you know what? That's all right. I got 2 teams coming out at 14-3. I'm sure y'all and everybody already knows who in the NFC is going to come out with 14-3. It's going to be the Rams. It's going to be Tampa. I hate that no matter what I did, no matter what, just any instance I tried to play through my head, didn't matter. Tampa Bay, it's just, I had them at the 1. It's going to happen. I hate it. It is what it is. I couldn't get rid of it. I got Green Bay coming in at 13-4, which is crazy. 13-4. I don't have much faith in him. I'm sorry. I like Aaron Rodgers. I do, but
MVP.
I can't put my trust in him. I can't though. Like, what am I supposed to do with that? So
back-to-back MVP.
No. I will tell y'all for my 2-7 matchup, I do have Arizona coming in to face the Rams, and it's just not going to be pretty. I know we weren't going into scores yet, but I'm just saying it's not going to be pretty for them if that is a true matchup. My 6-3 game, Marengo, you're going to love this one. My 6-3 game in the NFC, I got Green Bay meeting up with Minnesota. Now, would that be an ass beating or not?
Are you asking me to pick a score for that game? Are you asking me to pick a score for that game?
All right. Hey, man, listen. My 4 and 5 game. I had these teams. This is gonna be divisional. This is gonna get personal. I had Dallas coming in at number 4. I had Philly coming in at the 5 spot. I still didn't have the Patriots coming into the playoffs, though.
Whoa! You know what? For the first time in my life, you know what? I think I'm going to have a New England Patriot fan following this year. Mark my words. And I never in my life thought I would stoop to this level, but
oh my God.
If they'll have me, come on over. New England, I'm rolling with you. 7th seed all day. You're going to the playoffs, my friends. You guys are used to it. It's going to happen again. These guys think I'm crazy, but it's fine.
You can tune
Hey,
in.
Man.
I wish I could mute your ass right now.
Hey, man, look. Put my name on that.
I'm just saying, they did it last year. I don't know. They got a good defense. I don't know what you want me to say.
And we have a few games we can probably bet on. I'm just gonna say that because if you think New England's going to the playoffs, I'm sorry, sir, you're sadly mistaken.
All right,
New England is gonna be a decent team. They're gonna get some wins. I think they finished 10-7. I gave them some credit. I gave them some love. But the AFC is too stacked, man. There's too many good teams. They're just not gonna squeeze it. They're not gonna make the cut.
All right, man. Well,
I agree
you
with
know
you
what?
That they will be a good team, though.
Just so I can let you know and everyone else what happens in my AFC playoff picture, I'm going to go ahead and let y'all know who makes it in my NFC spot, and we'll get to scores then. We're going to see everyone's Super Bowl pick before the end of the episode. So, for the NFC, first seed, everyone's got it. Everyone hates to do it, but you got to go TB in TB. It is Tampa Bay all the way. First seed, 14-3. They're having a good season. Number 2, not really a surprise. Green Bay, got them coming in 13-4, regular season heroes. Los Angeles.
Can I just say
what?
one thing?
What's that?
So this whole first and second debate, I just so everybody knows, is literally based on the beginning of the season. What is it? Week 1, week 2, when Green Bay and Tampa Bay face off. So automatically going straight into the season, we have a huge game with huge playoff implications. I just want to go ahead and say that I'm the only one that had them winning that game. So when it happens, yeah.
Green Bay?
You're wrong.
All right, man. Hey, we'll see. You know what? It is more like Tom to lose early, so
you can go ahead and roll back to the rest of it. I just wanted everybody to know.
And it's like Aaron to lose late though. That's all I'm saying. So
it's in. You think Green Bay? You think Aaron Rodgers is going to come into Tampa?
I think he's going to run at least 2 touchdowns in, and I think he's going to run down the back of that end zone saying, "I own you. I own you" with the discount double check.
Hey man, we're gonna put some money on that game. That's week.
Yeah, I was gonna say
I was put some money on that. Caleb, you want to spend some of his money? I'm down to spend some.
I was gonna say I'm yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
All right, bet. So Green Bay coming in second, man, 13-4. I got the Rams coming in 13-4. Super Bowl hangover my ass. I think they're going to come through and do a really good job this season. But I'll let y'all know how I think it all plays out. Philly, though, is going to beat Dallas in that division. I'm tired of y'all talking about them not doing it. I think Jalen's the truth. They just signed A.J. Brown. They were already good last year. It's only about a game. I got them 12-5. But I think they take that division, man, by a game. 5th seed, I got Arizona. That's my number 1 wild card team. I think they come in at 11-6. I think they do a good job. Pretty sure I had most of those wins at the beginning of the season or, mid-season. But anyways, because they start off against the Chiefs week 1, just, Spoiler alert, they don't win. So 6th seed, Dallas, 11-6. I think that's about where Dallas likes to play. And then, got Minnesota coming in at the 7th. I think they go 11-6. I'm going to actually roll with you. I think Minnesota makes the playoffs. And not 12-5, but, we'll let good old Kirk Cousins, a.k.a. Michael Scott, get in on that 11-6.
Arizona's going to finish 9-8.
Yeah, I got them at 9-8, but I 12-5.
Hey, man. any given Sunday. So
I mean, now I did have both the Cowboys and the Eagles going 12-5. So I guess but I have more faith in Philly than I do Minnesota. Like, what?
Hey,
And can I just say, the NFC East, there might as well be only two teams that exist. Can we just get rid of Washington and the Giants? Like,
Hey, man.
there is no reason for football in New York City New Jersey, where it should not exist.
Okay, all right, Caleb. Let's go ahead and hear how your playoffs turned out, man. So you gave us your seven teams for the AFC. Who's coming out of the AFC? And then tell us who's coming out of the NFC.
I got Buffalo coming out of the AFC, man. I just think it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be Josh Allen's time, man. I don't
over Kansas City. You had what seed you have Buffalo? Second or third?
I have Buffalo at third.
Third seed. Wow.
I had them at third seed, but I think Josh Allen. I think if there's a year that he's gonna go out and do it, I think it's gonna be this year. I think he's gonna make something happen. Now, I don't think he's gonna. Of course, we all have it. You know who we got coming out the NFC. We got Tampa Bay.
Oh, man.
Tampa Bay. And I got Tampa coming out on top. I got Tom Brady winning yet another one. I want to throw up saying it. I want to. Yeah, that's really all I'm gonna. That's the only time I'm gonna say that.
You think he snags him one and retires?
I said that. I when he retired, I thought he was done. So you know what? I'm done. I don't know what to do with Tom. I don't. You know, he retired, stayed home with the kids for a couple weeks, said, "Nah, this ain't it," and then was like, "I'm gonna come right back." Like he went right back. He's like, "Nah, I'm good."
Foolish. All right. So, what's your score of that Super Bowl? Then you said you got Buffalo and Tampa Bay. What's the score? Who wins?
It's gonna be a close one. I got Tampa Bay coming up on top 28-24.
Ooh. All right. Well, there's our first submission of the year, guys. Tampa Bay 28-24 over the Bills.
All the reasons why you're wrong.
Man.
So I too.
Oh, I can't wait to hear this.
Let me run you through mine, but I'm gonna actually get.
And I hope I am,
because mine's a little more fun.
Okay.
More realistic.
Okay.
So obviously, Kansas City coming in at the 1. They're getting the first round bye. Everybody knows it already. But first game, number 7, I got Buffalo and Cincinnati. It's going to be a shootout game. I think there's going to be some big defensive plays, but I got Buffalo taking that game 27-24. It's going to be very, very cold in Buffalo, but I do think Joe Burrow's going to play pretty well. But John's going to agree with this game. He had a lot of faith in Indianapolis, so do I. I got the 3 and the 6, Indianapolis at the 3 and Tennessee at the 6, and Indianapolis coming out of a nail-biter. And I'm going to go ahead and throw this down as overtime win, 17-14, Indianapolis. Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Now, probably my favorite game of the first week of the playoffs, Baltimore and Chargers. Now, this is going to be a big game. I'm really excited for it. I think Herbert's truth. Dude, I think they kind of beat up on Baltimore at the end, 35-24. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But you know what that means. Unfortunately, for the Chargers, they come to Kansas City in the next week, and they're just not going to cut it, man. Kansas City's going to take 42-38. But, you know, Indianapolis, they're going to go into Buffalo the next week as well. And I still got faith in Matty Ice, 35-31, Indianapolis. They're going to Kansas City.
For the AFC Championship, you got the Colts and the Chiefs.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Don't ask me.
Oh, my gosh.
Fun freaking playoffs.
Chiefs hosting the 5th straight. Oh, my.
But
all right.
Colts fans probably loved me up until this point. Because I got Kansas City just putting a whooping on Indianapolis. 31-17 going back to the Super Bowl. Yes, sir. I'll see you in Arizona.
All right, who we meeting?
This is where it's unfortunate. This is where it gets unfortunate. So, obviously, Green Bay, number 1 seed, they get the first bye. So that means I got Bay 2 playing Philly at the 7, and, you know, I have a lot of faith in Philly. It's not pretty for them. Tampa Bay comes in, and they go up 42-7.
Ooh!
And they beat that ass. Yes, sir. But, that surprise pick I had of Dallas. Dallas. That's not really a surprise in winning the division. I guess they got a really good team, but they got San Francisco coming to town, and San Francisco ain't going to play around with them. They're going to go ahead and win that 28-17. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And then these Rams that everybody is so big on, my Vikings. My Vikings are going to go into LA, and they're going to lose in a nail biter, 20-17. So obviously that means.
So wait.
Sir.
You believe in the Niners, but not the Rams?
Yeah.
Is that what I'm getting?
I believe in both teams. They're both in the playoffs, and they both win. Well, how do I not believe in them? Anyways, have your time. All right. But obviously that means San Francisco's got to go to Green Bay, and they're gonna get beat up on 42-24.
Okay.
42-24.
Okay.
Green Bay's coming out of that. Yes, sir. So they're going to the conference game, but LA's got to go to Tampa Bay, and it's going to be close, man. I really like Matt, but you can't beat Tom. 35-31, Tampa Bay, Green Bay conference game. That's game of the year right there. I think it's going to be a great game. Unfortunately, Tom, J-Lo got that ring this year, so Tom's got to go get his 35-28. Tampa Bay is going to the Super Bowl.
Oh.
So we got a rematch. We got a rematch in the Super Bowl.
Damn, you showing me up. See, John asked me for my Super Bowl picks, man. You went in depth every single game.
All right. Well, I'm glad I got to explain
I'm not mad at it.
You showed me up a little
explain myself. But I got the rematch. Okay. And this time, Kansas City's bringing home the Lombardi, 31-27. That's how we end the season. Travis Kelce, way too early.
Ooh.
Travis Kelce wins the MVP. Super Bowl MVP. Super Bowl MVP.
You dropped the mic on him.
Okay.
Ooh. Sir.
Okay.
All right.
Hey, man, I'm going to need you to go ahead and place that bet on Caesars right now using the link below.
Hey, man. I'll pay $100 at the beginning of the season. $100 on the Chiefs.
Bet you won't.
Hey, man, it'll be the time. All right. Hey, I mean, we all got to put a bet in on who's winning the Super Bowl. You already know, so we all go 100 in on that. I'll let y'all know who I'm going with. I'll give you. So
I'm ready. I'm ready.
Y'all gave me enough shit, and I think you're gonna keep doing that. I think that's gonna continue here. But we're going to find out. So, AFC, y'all want to talk about the New England Patriots. They're going to slide on in that 7 seed. That means they're going up against 2 seed Buffalo in Buffalo. And you know what? Mac Jones, he's going to strap up that day. He's going to walk in there, chest out,
yes, sir.
Speaking up. But he's going to go home empty-handed. Buffalo's going to win 31-21.
Okay. Thank you.
Hey, man, it's like that sometimes. I'll tell you the game that I cannot wait to see. Now, this is just by complete coincidence, not because I had any kind of revenge out, but I was excited when I saw this game when I tallied up all my wins and losses. 6 seed Miami going into Arrowhead. You get the Tyreek Hill, Patrick Mahomes revenge game with 2 defenses, maybe. I think that could be a really fun game to watch, and there's going to be a lot of John, man. If that ends up actually happening, I will be at that game for sure. Anyways, 5th seed Cincinnati going into Baltimore, the rematch after the division. I think Baltimore sneaks out that dub. You know what? I didn't even say anything about the Chiefs-Miami game. I didn't even say who was going to win that.
I didn't either. Don't feel bad. I did.
Kansas City is going to go ahead and get that dub by 11, 34-23. Baltimore is going to win an overtime thriller against Cincinnati. Hits that field goal at the end. So then you got Baltimore going to Indy that next game. I think Baltimore sneaks out another overtime win, gets a touchdown to end it against Indy, and shuts down that 14-3 season. Indy, I know I got y'all going 14-3, but I think it's because y'all had a really easy schedule this season. I got y'all up there, and I think that y'all, after that bye, go and see a team like Baltimore that's been wanting this thing for years, and they mollywop. So they're going to do what they do. Kansas City in Buffalo, first AFC championship that Kansas City ain't going to host because I think Buffalo is going to win that game 45-38. I think that we're just due up, man. We've been ruining Buffalo's playoff career for.
We have the same AFC championship score. The same outcome.
That's not the AFC championship. I was saying the KC won't be hosting because that's divisional round. I think Kansas City loses.
I thought you were saying championship game because that's who I had in my AFC championship game.
No, unfortunately, I think Kansas City loses divisional round in Buffalo. That's a tough, just like this last year. That's a tough game to play the divisional round, dude. That was the best game I've seen. Could have went either way.
I was there,
and I know, and to be totally honest with you, because you were there, you can vouch for this. I think that we can go in there and we can beat Miami the first round. I think we make the playoffs. We don't need Tyreek to make the playoffs, but you know what? I think we're playing against Buffalo, and we missed. I think that's the first time that we really look and go, damn, like we don't have Tyreek Hill to bring us out of this one, and I think we're going to lose that game really close. It's unfortunate, but I'm trying not to be just a biased fan here. I got Baltimore going to Buffalo for the AFC Championship game. I think Buffalo, if they can beat us, they can beat anybody, man. I think they beat Baltimore and they move on to a championship finally, to a Super Bowl finally. NFC, I've got good old Minnesota going into Green Bay and getting destroyed 41-24 right off the gate. I got Dallas going into LA. LA's going to take that in a boring little 17-10 game. Arizona going to Philly. I think Arizona puts an end to Philly's season. I think Kyler starts to pick it up. Maybe he heard Marengo talking all that trash over there, talking about his work ethic and watching tape. I think they go in there and get a dub. Sorry, Mom. Arizona will then go the very next week into Tampa Bay. Going right into Tampa Bay. They rolling up the sleeves because they got to go home, man. It's Tampa Bay. Third,
I was going to say,
21, it ain't even nice. Rams at Green Bay. Green Bay is going to get a close one, man, 24-20. I think Green Bay is going to go to another NFC championship, and y'all know how that goes for Aaron. So Green Bay at Tampa Bay. But I think that Aaron Rodgers finally going to get him in there, man. He's going to finally do it after all these years. He's getting all these MVPs. He can't do anything else. Oh, no, what's going to happen? I think that Aaron Rodgers finally beats Tom, and he finally goes to the Super Bowl. It's going to be a good time. Green Bay is going to be excited. I got Green Bay, two franchises I didn't think would be on my side for this stuff, man. New England and Green Bay, y'all found a home. Come on over here. Rock with me.
I was going to say, and you also have the Patriots making the playoffs.
Yeah, I do. I had Indy as a first seed. I got a really cool schedule, dude. And so Buffalo and Green Bay are going to – hold on. I got to stop that right here. Marengo hasn't moved in 5 minutes ever since I said any of this. He's just been sitting over there stewing. I just see it.
Yeah, me too.
Hey, man, Josh Allen and Aaron Rodgers face off in the Super Bowl. And I think Josh Allen's feeling some type of way after getting clowned at the golf tournament, bro. I think he's going to come out there and get him a 10-point win, 37-27 Buffalo. Josh Allen finally gets his, and he never has to go to another one of these golf tournaments and hearing everybody talk about, do you know what this is, Josh? You know what this is? This is a trophy. I think he's due up. So that's what I got, man. Buffalo all the way. That's where I'm putting my $100 week one. I got him as soon as possible, winning the whole thing. Look,
Marengo, I'm gonna let you have this one.
Indianapolis is the 1 seed. Man, there's a lot of good teams in the AFC. And you chose Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor's a beast.
Like I said.
Right. But listen.
Like I said, man, it's either going to be the best pick I ever made or the worst. It's going to haunt me all season if they go 6-11 or some shit like that. I don't know.
I had them in the playoffs.
And they might.
I don't know.
But number
they
one,
could.
my man, that's asking a lot. That's asking a lot. You're telling me they're better than Kansas City. They're better than Buffalo. That's honestly, I had them number 3. So
do you know what else?
But they're better than Kansas City and Buffalo?
Hey, man, look, dude. But really think about this. 4 of their games are against Houston and Jacksonville. All right? The 2 other games they have, I think I had them losing 1 game to Tennessee. But Tennessee has no receivers anymore. Derrick Henry's coming off a broken foot, and I know that man's a beast, but a broken foot for a running back, man, I don't know if they're going to come out. Like, I got them 9-8. I think they're an okay team, but really just go through Indy's games, man. I think that they have an extremely easy schedule, and it just I didn't have a thought or a previous notion of them really going into the picks. I just kind of got to the end and went, damn, I guess they're 14-3.
I mean, I really appreciate you going in depth, but I still think you're wrong. Oh, man, but...
Hey, man, listen.
Yeah?
I think you guys might be surprised, man. I think
you might be surprised whenever New England doesn't make the playoffs.
I think, you know what, Caleb, remind me how many games you had Seattle winning this year?
No, see, we ain't gonna talk about that.
I think I remember seeing something about that.
Well, they're not as good as I had them starting out. I can say that. I got them going 8-9.
Okay, so moving on from that, one funny thing I did notice about the standings is we all have the Cleveland Browns sitting at 2-15 exactly. Again, when y'all see that, remember that's no Deshaun. That's no Deshaun.
Cleveland's front office would be happy to see 2 games won this
Probably
year.
not.
I'm sorry.
They'd be like, dude, we could have had the first pick. All right, no, I'm sure. But
hey, you know what? They don't come in last place though.
damn Jets are gonna get it. You know, out of everything that we did for this and going through all the games, if there's like one trend or one thing about that process, like what is it that you're most worried about? What thing are you worried about getting blown up the most in your, schedule that you laid out?
No, I'm really, really worried about Drew Lock going and showing out Seattle.
I should shut the stream off or podcast all this stuff off right now. Man.
Wait. What did you say? What did you say, Marengo? Say that one more time.
Going to Seattle and being everything that Russell Wilson. I'm just kidding.
I've never in my freaking life been worried about that.
There's not one fiber of me that thinks that it's ever going to happen. Listen, I like the kid, but he can't walk and chew gum at the same time. I mean, shit. I would almost take Josh Rosen over Drew Lock. Yeah. You know what?
Oh,
no. I'll go as far. You know what? We want to talk
controversy. Controversy's hitting the internet now.
Chiefs fans, and for all the Chiefs fans that could be listening, I would take Brody Croyle over Tua.
All right, hey man, I'm gonna get off the hate here. I'm gonna move.
Hey, at least you know what? It wouldn't have mattered. I thought he was gonna say like Tyler Thigpen.
Oh, yes, sir.
Like I
That leaping
Don Terry
touchdown
Poe,
pass.
the best quarterback in Chiefs history. Hey man, I'll tell y'all what, man. I think that something I'm a little worried about in my season would be, other than Indianapolis coming out 14-3. Um, dude, I've honestly, the AFC West was so hard for me to get done. Like,
yeah.
I've got such a tight AFC West there that one game changes that entire playoff picture. I don't know if
Yeah.
Denver or the Chargers or even Vegas wins one more game on that schedule, they slide into that spot instead of New England. Like, it really could go either way. Deshaun could play, and then our entire bracket's messed up. I don't think we're going to redo it at this point. I think we've all kind of just collectively agreed we'll take those L's where necessary if Deshaun plays this season. But, I'm feeling pretty confident in my picks, man. I think this is going to go really well, and I'm real excited to see how it turns out.
I'm confident. Don't get me wrong, but there's one thing that scares me. I can't believe I'm saying this. It's Denver. I am scared of Denver. Russell Wilson, man. Nothing else really needs to be said. It's Russell Wilson. Him coming in, I've always hated Denver. I hate Denver.
Have you seen all their ads? Have you seen all of his ads that he's been doing?
I mean,
let's ride.
Yeah, like it's just
let's ride.
Yeah, like I saw something on Twitter the other day. He's wearing his own jersey, and somebody said he's the only person in NFL history caught wearing his own jersey. So like outside of a game, so it's like man, he's coming, and like
But hey, he said,
hey,
let's ride. I'm gonna be saying that the rest of the season. Let's ride.
Denver scares me, man. Denver scares me.
Hey, man, listen. I know. I mean, I'm a Chiefs fan living in Denver, Colorado, and yeah, I got too many people out here that would just love to see the Chiefs lose the division to the Broncos. I shared something everyone might have seen on my Instagram. There were a few things that did not exist the last time that the Denver Broncos beat the Chiefs. I'll let you guys know. Not only was I still in high school the last time that they beat the Chiefs, I wasn't even a senior whenever they beat the Chiefs. It's been a long time since that game. TikTok wasn't a thing. Well, there was a bunch of stuff. It was 2013, guys. I mean, it's been a long time. Like, it's kind of sad. Like, we'll see. I would hate to lose. I would just hate to see that streak come to an end, Because
it's going to eventually.
I'll tell you guys what, when I first moved to Denver, it was 2011, and we had just been the 2-14 teams. We were terrible, and then we took that next pick and picked Eric Fisher. Love Eric Fisher though. We didn't know what all those other people in the draft were going to be. So, it was Tebow time, and then right after that, it was Peyton Manning time here. We had Jamal Charles, and that was about it, man. And Alex Smith came through and started doing a good job after that. But, man, I got a lot of crap, dude. Because I'll stand by my Chiefs, hell or high water. But, man, I got a lot of crap. And now to see the tides turn and, 9-year drought for beating a team, it feels pretty nice to have that on people out here. I'd love to keep that. Be like, every time they talk crap to me, I'd be like, when was the last time y'all? I don't even remember. Like, my kid is 6 years old. it was 3 years before he was born that you guys beat us. Like, he doesn't even know a world where the Broncos can beat us. That's insane.
That's wild when you put it that way.
Yeah, in all seriousness, though, in the AFC, if I had to pick a team that I think could be scary, like I said, I don't think Denver's got it this year. I think they may get a couple more wins than what I wrote down, but not very many more. It's the Chargers, man. The Chargers are just tough. They play us tough every year. I know, like you said, they always find a way to choke. They always get screwed over, or something always happens. Yeah, something always happens. But I think the Chargers are real, and I think they're coming, and I think it's coming in the next couple of years. What I found really interesting, though, and I'd really like to hear from you on this too, is the most interesting team in the AFC to me is going to be Pittsburgh. And I think they're going to go through some quarterback struggles, and it really sucks, honestly, because I don't think they've had a losing season in, 10 years or something like that? But I got them coming in at 5-12, man. I got Mitch Trubisky. He's probably going to start the first 3 or 4, maybe 5 weeks. Then they finally settle on Kenny Pickett, but he's a rookie, so he's going to come out and have his struggles. I think they're really going to rely on Najee, and I think the kid's strong, but you can rely on a running back that much when you don't have much of a line. They traded away most of their line. So, I've really got Pittsburgh coming in real low, man, and that was really, really surprising to me. But honestly, did you guys have anybody in the AFC that just, was really underwhelming this year?
That was underwhelming?
Underwhelming? No. Yeah, underwhelming? No.
Yeah, for sure. I think that I agree with you on the Pittsburgh one a lot. I've got them at 4-13, and I think that that's just something that in my lifetime is not really a thing. Even with the last several years, they've still been a winning team, even though they haven't really been like the biggest threat in the world. I would say that's underwhelming. I think that, I can't not laugh when I say it. Like, I've got Cleveland at 2-15. Like, that's underwhelming. But what can you expect? What do you expect? You guys, you greedy people. Like, you got rid of Baker for Deshaun, and he can't even play. Now you got to get Josh Rosen in there. And if hopefully he is only suspended 6 games for their sake. They might get something done. But I got him 2-15, man. If he doesn't play this year, they might as well throw it away. They might as well try to get him a new receiver for him for when he comes back.
I won't go too much into it, man. But honestly, I don't really care about their interest. The dude deserves to be barred from the NFL. That's all I'm gonna say.
Hey, man.
I'm just.
I can't.
I don't believe it.
I won't go. I won't go into it either. I'm with you. I won't go into it. Kind of piggyback off what you guys were saying. Pittsburgh, I got at 9-8. Can you guys tell me? Do you guys have any idea when the last losing season for any Steelers team? The last
I'm gonna
one?
say before 2000.
Any idea?
Maybe. Okay, I'll say 04. No, because they had
98.
Yeah, they had some solid teams through the 2000s. Because they had he was drafted in 01.
They've been solid for all I can remember. What's the answer? Do you know the answer to that?
2003 when they went 6-10.
Yeah, that was close.
Yeah, it was just a blind guess.
But you're over. I win. Price is right.
That's wild, man. That's wild.
I would say I've got some underwhelming NFC teams.
Me too.
Carolina.
I got Carolina 9-8, man. I think that's a decent season for them. 9-8. Carolina comes out, starts playing some badass football.
And I'll tell you, man, I think they're going to have the same problem as Pittsburgh in that they don't know who they want to start at quarterback. I think Baker Mayfield, they paid a lot of money, but they're also paying a lot for Sam Darnold.
Exactly.
And I don't know if you've heard any reports through training camp. He's not making any kind of a decision until after the second preseason game. So I really just don't have any faith. I think they have a decent team. I don't put anything together. I think Baker probably goes into the season starting, but struggles. I think he goes and gets a big win in Cleveland because Cleveland has nobody left. But I think he goes in and gets his redemption.
Hey, they got Amari now.
I think he goes in and
They
gets
got
his
Amari
redemption.
Cooper now. Don't forget that.
Yeah, who's gonna throw to Amari Cooper?
Hugh Jackson.
They're gonna have him back there throwing to Amari Cooper.
Shut it down.
Like you
Shut it
said
down.
there.
Shut it down. Shut it
They're
down.
gonna have Nick Chubb back there throwing deep.
Hey man, listen. They're gonna have my boy Kareem Hunt back there. Kareem said he was trying to get a trade. They told him no. He said, "All right, man, I'll throw the ball."
I'll tell
What
you,
you thought
man,
about?
I had some weird stuff going on in the NFC too. It was actually kind of wild how it all played out. The division leaders, honestly, I had obviously Tampa Bay and Green Bay tying at 15-3, which I mean I thought was kind of crazy. I know those really good teams going through the whole season and tying like that. It literally coming down to a Week 1 matchup between Green Bay and Tampa Bay. That was just really wild to me. And I mean, obviously, I had Aaron Rodgers getting that dub. Y'all are crazy. We'll touch on it too much, but y'all just really blew my mind with that one. Y'all really blew my mind with that one. But also, not only that, I
Dallas,
had the NFC West and NFC East division winners tying at 13-4. So all the division leaders tied, which was wild.
Yeah, NFC East Cowboy fans, I am not on y'all side. It's nothing short of incredible. I picked Dallas to go 12-5. I'm just letting you know now. It's not. That's probably not going to happen. All right, it's just let's go ahead and stick
Dallas
with like
some ups. I had Dallas getting.
You
some
had what?
upset.
What did you have Dallas going?
We got to go back through some of these. I had them beating Tennessee, which honestly I don't think that's that big of an upset though. I think they've definitely got the team. To beat.
I wouldn't say so. How often is that said though?
Tennessee's not making the playoffs.
Tennessee is making the playoffs.
If they make the playoffs and it's higher than a 7 seed, then we might need to put some money on it.
I got Tennessee at the 6 seed, and I
got them at 5.
Tennessee's 9-8.
I'll give them double-digit wins, man.
I got Tennessee at 5.
I'm regretting having them at 12.
Listen,
I'm regretting that. But they're going to have at least 10 wins.
Hey, man, you know what? We just have to see how this season plays out. I'm already super excited, man. Like, this is going to be really fun. No, man, but seriously, I appreciate everybody who's watching. Be looking out on my Instagram. I'm going to be posting everybody's decisions for all 272 games. So you'll have all of them from myself, Caleb, Marengo. Check them out. I'll be posting weekly score updates for points and who's winning in our competition. I'll also be posting all the results for our standings week by week just to see how they're adding up as the season goes on. And, can't wait to be putting that trophy back here behind me, man. I'm really excited. I think it's going to be a really, really fun season. And, I'm glad that you guys are on here to do it with me, man. This has been really fun already. So I look forward to the season. I'm itching. I can't believe we have a whole nother month before real football. We got all these preseason games.
I mean, this is something we've wanted to do for a while now, so it's about time we finally got on it and started doing it.
Oh yeah. So we're definitely, just getting started. So, it's going to keep getting better, and I'm excited for this season, man. But appreciate you guys jumping on. If you guys have any other topics or anything that you guys want to talk about, make sure you drop some stuff down in the comments. I'll also be posting some good bets. Preseason starting up. They're going to have some good no-brainers going. I'll be posting my referral links for FanDuel, Caesars, DraftKings, any of the sports books that you guys want to use. I'll have all those links below, or you can message me on Instagram, that PK boy. But until next time, man, we'll catch you guys later. Y'all have a good week, and hope everyone does well in their fantasy this week.
Peace.